Well, as we've mentioned, we are CCTM Global, and I just want to introduce myself. I'm Madeline Durant, and I'm the Executive Director.
And I'm Conrad Heath, and I am the Marketing Director.
I'm Tyler Fagan, I'm the Creative Director.
I'm Cole Crenshaw, and I'm the Communications Director.
Oh, and we have a little video we wanted to share. It's, yeah, that's you. We're gonna put it on our social medias, just show everybody what the Boys and Girls Club is all about. Yeah.
Hopefully the volume's up. How do you turn it up?
Do you know how to turn it up? Sorry. We just want to make it a little bit louder.
Brief intermission.
It's turned
See,
up
that
all
was
the way
all the
already.
way. Is there
Try
a
the
little?
keyboard, just hit the plus on the keyboard to see them.
Yeah, it's giving that.
Oh, it's as far as open.
Yeah.
Is it playing?
Unless you go.
No, it's not playing at the
Alright, cool.
moment.
Does it have anything underneath you can turn?
It's all locked.
That's it.
Oh, it might
Oh,
be.
wait, that looks like
Right here.
no?
There we
Yeah.
go. All right.
All right,
All part of the plan.
hit it. Oh, all right, wrong button. Side.
There you go. All right.
Those definitely mean everything to me. When you work with children, you definitely have to have a passion for them and be open-minded and know that they come from all backgrounds. And I always tell the staff, lives depend on you. That's my motto. The club is a place where, I always tell the kids I want to feel like to be in my home away from home. They come here, they have a long day at school, and I always tell them, I want the club scene as if they're leaving school, come to school. So I like to give them a little free time when they get here, socialize. I might go to the gym and play a game or even socialize with a friend. We serve children anywhere from the age of 6 to 18 years old, both Oxford and the Fed, the city and the county. We have anywhere from the quiet to the clowns, athletes, dancers, artists. We have programs such as diplomas to degrees, which teaches them steps to prepare for graduation, teaching them life skills like day smart, what to do, the don'ts, the can, the can'ts when you start dating. Smart moves, we teach them life skills, different life skills that they'll need throughout their lives. Money matters, teach them how to save and steps from saving and the different things that you want to look into when you start saving. I want them to be able to be productive individuals when they graduate from high school. While they're here, have fun and feel safe, feel like they come in with us anytime we need, and then at the same time preparing them for the real world. So when they do graduate, they're not scared to go out there and explore their options, whether it be college or a trade school or whatever it may be. And I always tell them to, to reach beyond the stars, reach beyond the universe. You can do whatever you want to do as long as you set your mind to it.
Okay, so the first thing we kind of want to talk about is just the Boys and Girls Club in general. So when we first dove into this, we wanted to kind of figure out what you guys were, what you held as values, and kind of what your overall message is currently. And so this is just kind of a brief overview and breakdown of that. If you want to go back one slide. Yeah, so we just kind of put down some key stats that we found about the Boys and Girls Club. So we know safety is the #1 concern, and promoting character building and a healthy lifestyle and different things of that route is kind of big for the Boys and Girls Club. So we were just kind of going over that. So the first thing we obviously wanted to do when kicking this off is our research. So we did some primary research, we did some secondary research, and in that we wanted to find out a deep dive of what your current audience is, what you're kind of lacking, and finding out your strengths and weaknesses and all of that kind of things, and then also find out some different things about the audience themselves, what their likes are, what they respond to, so that not only we can come up with a good message tailored to them, but also figure out how we get that message to them and what is going to be the best route about that to save money and to get it to them effectively. So going into our secondary, we obviously, when we first did it, we did secondary kind of going over a broad spectrum. Obviously, we already went over the Boys and Girls Club, but also all the different audience between the 6 and 18-year-olds that you guys appease to. But we also, so once we did that, and then our primary, we developed our target audience. So we kind of just put the secondary research that ended up being applicable, you know, to the actual campaign, and that's going to be focusing on teenagers. And this is just a brief breakdown that we found about teens in general. So the biggest takeaway that we found were they are technologically advanced, so they're always on their cell phones. You can kind of see the different social media outlets they go to more. And then also they're very independent. We found that, you know, although the parents do make the final decision, the teens, they're very independent in their thinking and what they want to do. So we figured that was our key insight and uncover there, is that we want to target them before anything else. So one of the outlets that we went for is a survey, and this was actually to the parents or the guardians of kids that currently go to the Boys and Girls Club. So as you can see, we got 52 responses, and our main insight that we kind of uncovered there is 85% of the parents actually became aware by word of mouth through a friend or a relative. So that is something that we want to continue to go, because obviously if you're getting word of mouth reviews, they like what you're doing. So we just need to keep that going. So through social media and through different organic outlets like that, that's what we plan to do. Going into a content analysis, we went ahead and took a look at your current avenues digitally, so your social and your website, to kind of see what you guys are doing now, what kind of updates maybe needs if needed. And the things we kind of found out is the website, the message is there, everything, kind of the overarching thing, everything is there. You guys obviously do a great job. It's just that we can get that message out a little bit better. So aesthetically, we plan to do some improvements on the website, and then we also plan to add a blog to incorporate keywords so that you guys will be more visible on search engines. Because when we researched it, it was actually like on the second or third page, so we want to get that up for you guys, make sure it's the first thing you see when you search it. And all that will be detailed in the book. And then on social media, Twitter and Instagram is lacking. We actually did not find one, so I don't know if you guys do have one, but we did not find one. So that's something we plan to incorporate and add, is a Twitter and Instagram. Because going back to the research, Instagram is the most used outlet by teenagers. So we're going to add those, and then just kind of give an update to the Facebook and make this a big part of our plan.
Okay, so another outlet we decided to do was a focus group. And so for this focus group, we wanted to sit down with our target audience, which is the teenagers, and we wanted to get some insights from them to see what we can do to help the Boys and Girls Club. So one key insight we got was that the vast majority of these teenagers said that the low price and the low cost of the club was a major reason for them joining. And another thing that they said that they liked is, or that they want, is more college students to come join and help around the club with tutoring and other things like that. So what we want to do is boast the fact that we have a low cost to join the club on social media, and we also want to target college students to get more of them involved in the club as volunteers, because we know that they all need community service hours as well. We also did an interview with Mr. Knorris, as you saw parts of in the video earlier in the presentation, and this was really just to find the core values of the Boys and Girls Club. So the key insight that we got from that interview was that they value their safety and a healthy lifestyle at the Boys and Girls Club, and so we really want to incorporate these concepts into our messaging. So our target market is the teenagers, but as we know with these teenagers, the parents make vastly all of their decisions for them. So we know that these teens are independent and developing values, and they're all friendship oriented, meaning that if we have high schoolers coming in, we know that the younger kids will want to follow in their footsteps and be at the clubs for longer. So that's why we really want to target the teens, but we know that we also have to target the parents of them as well, as they are the final decision makers of the house. And then our S&P that we want to push to everyone is preparing you for. And preparing you for ... is whatever the student would be wanting to go to through in their next phase of life after the club and after high school. So whether that is college, the workforce, or just anything in general, helping them with financial responsibility, their relationships, and life. We really just want to push this message across all platforms and do it emotionally through social media to really get everyone on board.
So I was in charge of creating the advertisements, and really the purpose of our ads that we're going to be using is just to raise brand awareness. So we're going to use a lot of social media marketing, and we're going to show the teenagers what you guys do best. We know the Boys and Girls Club offers tons of great programs that will push students in the direction they want to go in life, and it's our job to communicate that message that y'all have all the programs in place. It's just getting that message out there to them. So going off the preparing you for thing, we've come up with a series of basically subsets. The first one we've come up with is college. And we know that the Boys and Girls Club does offer lots of college preparation courses, but what we found, or what we're going to do is we're going to have an ACT preparation event at the Oxford High School. And this is a great brand awareness tool. It'll get Boys and Girls Club into the high school, exactly where we want to go to find teenagers. It'll be free to attend, so we're going to outsource a tutor. We're going to pay for books. We'll get pizza, and it's just a good way to get the message out there that, hey, the Boys and Girls Club does offer something for you to continue on. And then these are some of the marketing tools that we're going to use to promote the ACT prep course. This on the right is, or my right, is a banner that will hang at the event.
The left.
And then,
Your left.
You're the left.
yeah, my right, your left. And then on the other side is a flyer that will be passed out by teachers at the school. And then these are a few more of our marketing tools for that. On the left, you have a little pop socket that just goes on the back of your phone. It allows you to hold your phone a little easier. That'll be handed out at the event. And then the middle thing is a poster that will hang in the school leading up to the event. And then on the right is an example of what we would put on social media to get word out for the event. Next is finances. We know that Money Matters is a great program. We just have to really get that out there. And obviously this is something that can be marketed towards the parents too. Hey, the Boys and Girls Club is here, and they're offering these great programs to do this, to make high school students financially responsible and capable of managing their own money. Next is relationships. Relationships are a part of life. It's a very awkward stage in life, growing up and doing all that. And so the SMART program is a very good tool that Boys and Girls Club uses, and we need to promote that. And I think that this aspect of our plan specifically can be really marketed towards the parents as well, because a 0% pregnancy rate among teen attendees is a great stat for parents to know, and so we really need to focus on that and put that out there. And then over all of these aspects is preparing you for life. And so that's just, as Conrad said, pushing students in any direction they want to go, regardless of what it is, the workforce, college, all of that. So, yeah.
Okay, so this is all great. I mean, you got everything, or you can have everything, but the kids, they need their own space. They need it to feel like it's their home away from home, as we've tried to reiterate to you. I mean, this is great. They like it here, but we can make it their space. So this is the current club room, and then on the next slide is what we have planned for the future room. So we've put a lot more desks, since we assume that more students are going to come. They're going to love it. And we've added bean bags, because that was one of the things they wanted. They wanted some bean bags. They wanted more couches. They wanted food, so we put food up there, get their Gatorade and all that. And then a little basketball hoop, because that was another thing. And then the PS4 TV. They love the video games. So that is the new room that we have designed as an idea of what could be. So right here I have budgeted everything. This is absolutely every single thing they asked for and then some. So from the carpet to the snacks and the TV stand, everything is put into the budget. And that is part of the overall marketing budget as well. And then the next page, this is the rest of our budget. So the event, which is the ACT prep event, will have the first 250 books paid for, and the first 250 people who come, they'll get a free book, and then they'll get the free tutoring, which is amazing. But we have that everywhere, from the books to the tutor and everything in between. And then the rest of our budget, which we didn't use at all, but we used everything that we needed. So Instagram ads, Facebook ads, website redesign, everything you could think of. So, as you've already heard, we have collaborated with Shout, and their thing was they're teaming up with local businesses, and we're hoping that they can donate some of the furniture and things to redesign the room and have what you need. And then we can take the money that we save and put it right back into the marketing and everything, and adding more money into that. So, in conclusion, with us, we want this to be a family atmosphere. We want to reiterate everything that you already do and then add a little bit more. Just make it more of a person-to-person, make it a family atmosphere, and enforce the ideals of your club. So, are you ready to join our family?
Yes.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. And we have the books,
We have the books
right here that we'll pass out to you guys.
Thank you.
Great job.
I have a question.
Hey.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
absolutely.
I know you mentioned monies from the previous group.
From Shout? Yes.
Oh, yes,
So
ma'am.
where would you look to get the monies to do this renovation and improve?
So,
Who would you look to provide that?
Well, that was part of the overall budget, was that we had an initial 10 to 15,000.
So they were taking, is that what you were doing? You were taking some of your media dollars to?
Yes, so the part of the marketing budget we have then made into the room,
Right.
and that was kind of our way of marketing, which we would market on social media and encourage people to come check it out and enjoy your space that you've designed.
right.
So we'll have that, and then, so yes, that was all part of
Okay,
the overall budget. Yes.
thank you.
Back on our corporate sponsorship from an idea standpoint, you know, I don't know if we could ever get someone that would redo a room like that, so we put their name on it.
Right.
It's
Right, naming
whatever.
opportunity, yeah.
A naming opportunity was something that y'all didn't discuss that, but we had some little conversation about something like that, using sponsors. I think that might have been
Right.
more on the Shout.
That's where the collaboration with Shout comes from.
Yes.
So if they're able to partner with businesses and the businesses donate the furniture that we're looking for, then perfect.
However, we do have enough money in the budget to do it without any assistance.
Mhm.
But if we did have assistance, then we can put the money back into our marketing.
Did the teams mention that space?
Yes, so I had an interview with them, and I had them sit down and just blurt out anything they could ever imagine or ever want in that room, and that's what I provided for them. So everything on that list they had asked for.
Okay.
Yes, even the paint. I don't know.
And the original concept behind that stemmed from more like social media. That's where we originally got it, and then the teens actually reiterated that and said that's exactly what they wanted. We didn't even ask. Like, that's something they came up with. But yeah, so we can push people to the club, but in order to continue to keep a presence on social media, you need to be able to show what you have and keep up kind of organic marketing that way for free. And to do that, you need something you're really proud of showing. So that was kind of where that came from.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
Nice.